They done kicked me out of the people daycare for taking too many turns on the slide. Hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Pokemaniac, coming at you with another grand adventure of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we got here to Route 3, don't even need to read the sign, after helping out Fennel, getting some Dream Mist, and getting into a tussle, a scuffle, a ruckus with Team Plasma. They kind of showed off their true colors, and then we couldn't get out of Fennel's lab, well, not her lab, her bedroom, really fast enough, which are words I never thought I'd be saying to myself, and now we can continue on our journey. So, without any further ado, let us begin with a battle.
We're going to combine our strength and do our best, so please watch. 1 + 1 is 2, right?
Yes, but do you know what 9 + 10 is? I'm waiting for the applause. Alright, yes guys, it is our first double battle with twins Kumi and Amy. Which, Kumi and Amy, I feel like the parents had like 2 different ideas when they were naming these twins. But it does not matter, they just have 2 Purloins on level 10. No big deal, nothing we haven't seen before. Really, Mojo Jojo and Skipper should not have any problem with this. But we got the whole fire and water theme going, so far. So that's like, the theming is just on point, I've got to say. So we are going to work up a little bit because Mojo Jojo, while he did really prove himself in the Striaton City Gym, there's no making up for the lack in stats that poor Mojo has. Honestly, if he can just sit here and take these sand attacks while Skipper can, soak these cats up, that's fine and dandy. That he is serving a purpose. Okay, Incinerate. I had completely forgot. Again, this is how you know, like, how little I use the monkeys. The sand attack, I forgot. Jeez, I was about to go off right there, guys. But I did not know that Incinerate was even a spread move, like, because usually, again, at this point in time, I've usually boxed my, elemental monkey. But not this time around. We are giving Mojo Jojo... We're not giving Mojo Jojo a chance. He earned it. So, oh, come on! I'm trying to sing your praises here, bud. You have to hit your Incinerates. All right. But we're getting some decent EXP for this. Mojo Jojo was catching up to Skipper, but it seems that Skipper, once again, is pulling ahead. It's kind of like a speedboat versus a rowboat sometimes. But, okay, to make up for it, Mojo Jojo gets a crit. He gets a critical hit, and a critical hit he gets. The cat has fainted. Twins Kumi and Amy. All right, come on, Pokemon, get up, go! Oh no, our Pokemon burned out. Quite literally. Yeah. All right, so that was pretty interesting for our first double battle of the series. There will be many more of those to come. But we are going to move right along through Route 3, and why can't I get 2 steps without one of my best friends running into me? Ugh, anywho. Maniac, stop. We both have the trio badge. Let's see which one of us is stronger. Alright, and just like that, no messing around. Cheren, just ready, rip-roaring, ready to go for battle. We fought Bianca before Striaton City. We were fighting Cheren after Striaton. Well, I mean, we fought him in the school in Striaton City. I don't, like, I honestly, as much as I'm, like, putting on and complaining and everything, honestly, I think this is phenomenal, having this many rival battles in this game. I'm not kidding you. It really lets you get to, like, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I don't think that's true at all, at least in the case of our rivals here, because the more that we interact with them, the more that they, like, appear important. Because, out of sight, out of mind, I think, is a little better apt description when it comes to certain things. And in my opinion, when it comes to Pokemon rivals, out of sight, out of mind is 100% the case. But we are going to burn up this Snivy. Hopefully he's holding a berry. Oh, it's that easy. I'm going to work up one more time, just because. You chose a good move, as usual. All right. Actually... we're going to work up one more time, and then we are going to get into Cheren's team, which hasn't changed all that much, if you hadn't noticed. So, Cheren's team, he's going to be starting out with his starter, and again, that is dependent on what you choose, what you chose at the beginning of the game. Again, I went for another workup so that I could take Snivy out and so he doesn't use a potion or anything on it. But if you started with Oshawott, like a, sane, rational, thinking creature that you are, he will have a Snivy on level 14 with the ability Overgrow, with the held item Oranberry, which gets burnt up with Incinerate, with the moves Growth, Leer, Vine Whip, and Wrap. And speaking of, that is a Wrap on Cheren's Snivy, and we get a nice little chunk of experience points. And then he's going to spend out Purloin. But before we get into Purloin, actually, I am going to switch just because I've been hit with a couple of Leers, so we are going to switch out. If you had chosen Tepig, he would have an Oshawott on level 14, pure water type, ability Torrent, with an Oranberry with the moves Focus Energy, Tail Whip, Water Gun, and Water Sport. Something, hey, we're familiar with that moveset. And if you chose Snivy, like an absolute Mad Lad, or you're doing some sort of challenge run, he will have a Tepig on level 14, fire type with the ability Blaze It, and with the held item my goodness, Legend of Zelda is poisoning my mind here. The Oranberry with the moves Odor Sleuth, Tail Whip, Ember. With my knowledge, I can bring out the strength of my Pokemon. All right, I almost missed that dialogue there. With the moves Odor Sleuth, Tail Whip, Ember, and Defense Curl. And then, as you can see here, this is going to be the same Pokemon, regardless of what starter you picked. It is Cheren's Purloin, who is going to Purloin this fight, as they always do. It is a pure Dark type, level 12, with the ability Unburden, so if it had an item and lost the item, it would get a speed boost. And it's got the moves Fury Swipe, Growl, Assist, and Sand Attack. And apparently, I cannot actually believe, I cannot fathom that this Purloin survived that vicious onslaught from my skipper here. Okay, here we go. He's gonna Sand Attack a few times. You know what? I trust Skipper, so I'm not even worried about it. He's gonna hit this right now. It's that easy. It's that easy, baby. All right. Why do you keep beating me? We have the same number of gym badges. We should be equals in strength. I mean, we kind of are, if you think about it. Our levels are very close. It's just, I don't know. I'm the protagonist. Cry about it. I don't know what to tell you, Cheren. I see. So that's how you battle. Out of the way! Don't they look familiar? What was that about? Bianca, why are you running? Why are all the NPCs gifted with, sight distance and I'm not? If it's not on screen, it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not very good at it. Hey, where are those people headed?
That way, but why are you running now?
Oh, seriously? They run so fast.
I feel like okay, before we get any further, I feel like we kind of did like a Sam Raimi Spider-Man thing, where we, kind of let the bad guys go through, and we probably should have stopped them. I fail to see where that's my problem.
Oh, seriously, they run so fast. Oh, my Pokemon. I fail to see where that's my problem. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Don't cry.
Bianca, really? Why were you running? Cheren, put two and two together. You're the nerd, bro. Team Plasma, they liberate Pokemon. They stole this little girl who's talking about her Pokemon. They stole her Pokemon. Come on, bro. 9 plus 10 is 21. Get your head in the game.
You have to hear this. Those people stole this girl's Pokemon.
You should have spoken up sooner, or maybe I should be a little bit better at context clues. Maniac, we're going to get that Pokemon back. Bianca, please stay by this girl's side. And okay. All right, I guess Cheren's got this little, sense of justice. The little vigilante we got here. He's not just a nerd. He's a good-hearted nerd. All right, so let's come up here and get ourselves a Super Pot Ion, which is marginally better than a regular potion. And let's go, I guess, evaluate the situation. I mean, Cheren does not seem to be the headstrong type of person, but he ran off without even asking any more questions. So, Bianca, please explain a little bit more what's going on. I want to know what I'm up against.
Please, Maniac. Team Plasma took that Pokemon. Get it back.
Hashtag bars, Bianca. My goodness.
Oh, why do they take people's Pokemon?
To liberate them. Did you not hear their speeches or anything? My goodness. Well, while they're busy dealing with that, I think I'm going to go on ahead and, I thought I was going to be able to get the jump on, Cheren.
Please, Maniac! Team Plasma took that Pokemon, get it back!
That almost carries its own beat to it. But we can keep moving. So yeah, we are kind of, well, I'd say strong-armed, but is it really like being strong-armed when there's little girl who's, crying, missing her Pokemon. Coming up here, we see there's the entrance to a cave, and Cheren is standing there willy-nilly. But, well, not willy-nilly, but I don't know the word I was trying to say instead of willy-nilly, but he's standing there willy-nilly. That's how it goes. Don't know what to tell you. But we're going to come over here. As you could probably see, you eagle-eyed viewers, there was an item over here that we want to get before we move on. What do you have to say for yourself? Your Pokemon look quite good. Like, tasty? Look, lady, you can't eat my Pokemon. Would you show me how you've been training them? Yeah, if you're not going to eat them. Jeez, freaks everywhere and out here. And oh my gosh! I don't know if I want to know how you get the title of breeder or not. Anyway, my goodness, focusing now, Fire Monkey in front of us, Rat, Rodent, get the broom! Cheren! Forget those Team Plasma freaks, get the broom! We've got a Rodent over here! Well, look who looks like a total goofball! Yeah, alright, so, it was not a Purloin. In fact, it was a Pokemon we haven't seen thus far. It is Pidove, or Pidove, I don't quite know. Pidove, it is, well, it's really not so much of a dove as it is like a pigeon, maybe. Well, but Pidgeys are already taken, so I guess it's gotta be Pidove. But Pidove is your run-of-the-mill, normal bird-type Pokemon of the generation. We haven't seen one up to this point. We haven't really been in the grass that much. So it's probably the reason why, but Pidove, please let your precious Pokemon have this. Oh, free berry. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Breeders will give you, items after you battle, well, I guess berries after you battle, kind of like how the Rangers did in previous generations. They just kind of hand you a berry, which I'm not going to complain about. And my goodness, today's an episode of firsts, people. All right, so this is a Pokemon we haven't seen thus far. Pidove. Standard run-of-the-mill bird flying type, normal flying type Pokemon. It's not great in the ways of stats. It is kind of cool though because it has like drastic aesthetic differences between male and female. There's one that is much more gaudy. I think it's the male one that's more gaudy than the female one. So if you can get that, go for it. It has a 2-stage evolution. So pretty cool. It'll last you throughout the journey should you get one. And it flies. That's important in Pokemon games, as you all are probably well aware. And speaking of new Pokemon, say hello to one of my favorite in this generation, Blitzel. As you can see, it's an electrical zebra. I don't know what to tell you. Blitzel, absolutely great Pokemon, honestly. You get it very early on, as you can see, but it is a very reliable Pokemon. Super fast and pretty strong in physical attack. Pick one up if you want one. I can't recommend it enough. It does not have a place on our team for this adventure, though. Unfortunately, it was in the running, though. I will let you know. It was a tough decision. But we pick up that item. I was too busy gushing about Blitzel, so I don't even know what item we picked up there. But that's neither here nor there. Should I heal up? I should probably heal up, so let's go to our medicine and use one of the 6 potions we have. I did not mean to do that. That was even though potions only store 20 HP, that was quite the waste of a potion there. But potions are very quickly becoming obsolete, as you can tell. 20 hit points just is not going to be doing it for us much longer. And should I switch? Yeah, I'm going to throw Skipper up front since Mojo Jojo's now on level 14. He's level 14. At level 14 he is. Powerful monkey he's becoming. All right, so let us continue the chase. We kind of got sidetracked there over the breeder. Anywho, Cheren, what have you been doing, bud? They ran inside here. Maniac, where? Your Pokemon's HP is fine. Your Pokemon's HP is fine. No, okay, no, that makes sense. If I had one Pokemon, this sentence would be grammatically correct. I was about to go ham on his grammar. My goodness. Some nerd he is. No context clues, can't do grammar right. Anywho, Maniac, your Pokemon's HP is fine, and you're ready to go, right? Okay, so I think he will heal you up. We used those potions before we got here, but I'm pretty sure he would heal you up if your HP was low. So, honestly, yeah, let's do it. Then let's go. All right, Cheren. You know what? I kind of like seeing this other side of Cheren here. This nice little, gung-ho. and welcome to Wellspring Cave, and just an absolute banger of a tune. Maniac, where? This bothersome bunch doesn't really listen to reason. All right, well, when reason fails, Pokemon prevail, as it were. So, this child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Doesn't that make a Pokemon sad? It's the same thing for all your Pokemon, so hand them over to us right now. Better yet, we'll just take them. All right, and PETA personified. That's what the P in Team Plasma stands for, if you didn't know. We are going toe-to-toe with the Team Plasma Grunts. All right, ostensibly I take one, Cheren takes the other, and he's going to start out with... You know, I thought we were going to have a challenge coming in here. They stole a Pokemon, so I thought maybe, somehow they were going to be a threat to us. But it is not. It is not to be so. All right. Oh, okay. Detect. He got the strats. I see how it is. Maybe he was scouting out my move. Water gun. It was always going to be water gun. Bide all you want. Bide your time. You're going to bite the dust. It probably would have worked a little better if you used bite instead of bide, but Whoa, come on now. I'm shocked to lose against a little kid. Little kid? I'll have you know I am 13 years old canonically, which is 3 years older than normal. Jeez, oh man. Like, what do you mean, little kid? What? How could we lose when we have right on our side? My goodness. I tell you what, sometimes the autopilot reading works really, really well, and then sometimes it just doesn't. But also, you want to talk about philosophy bombs. Boy, there's a lot to unpack in this statement right here. Not bad, Maniac. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it! I don't know where that voice came from. How troublesome! Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. I hope one of those is a female grunt, but... There's 2 of you and 2 of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you that we are right. So, there were more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? You tell them, Cheren! Maniac, where? We've been friends our whole lives. We've got each other's back when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. All right, Cheren! When did Cheren get so cool, man? Like, my goodness, he is just ready to fight. And there wasn't a female grunt in there. It was just a couple of guys, couple of bros hanging out in knight's armor and, battling rats, I suppose. And we're in our second double battle. And oh, look at the back sprites. Oh, we are posted up. We look like a JoJo lineup right there. Cheren is on our side right now. So he's still going to have the same exact team that he did when we battled, like 2 seconds ago in-game time. He's going to have his Snivy and his Purloin. He's going to start out with his Snivy. And you know what? Okay, Mojo Jojo, much respect. The whole fire and water thing works really well, but I gotta say, Skipper and Snivy, next to each other, side by side, that's a heck of a combo, I have to admit. All right, so we are going to soak this rat. This thing is not going to stand up to our combined might. And we get a decent chunk of experience points. My goodness, they really it's just a whip sound, like Indiana Jones style whip sound, isn't it? Whoosh, for fine whip. Okay, good. Oh my goodness, we fired into an empty slot, so I was hoping that it wouldn't actually, consider that. But we got to level 16, which I can't complain about. But as you can see, we are slowly getting to the point where the Pokemon that we're battling, the experience we're getting it's starting to get negligible, unfortunately. But with that, we beat Team Plasma Grunt and Team Plasma Grunt. Plasma! What did we lose? I cannot believe that Team Plasma lost to such kids. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that monkey. And with that, in order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Whatever. What a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Pokemon trainers like you making Pokemon suffer, and here we go. The ends justify the means, don't they? They always justify the means. You have to be so careful with people like this. they will use their visions. They got the moral. They're morally justified. They're always right. They've got right on their side. The end result, the world we are building, justifies the temporary atrocities that we are committing. So there it is, guys. Right there in front of you. This is storytelling in a Pokemon game, guys. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, it's so good. I love this game so much. And like, as goofy as Team Plasma can be, there is something so much more sinister about this team than teams in the past. Like, Team Galactic, they were funny. Like, they had a very vicious leader, don't get me wrong, but they were, basically just blindly following him based on his charisma. It was kind of cult-like, which, has its own connotations and everything. But, Team Aqua and Team Magma, they treated their team very well comparatively to some of the other teams, and I don't know, their aspirations were a little ridiculous. Where it still, felt kind of, it's fantasy, it's fiction. Team Rocket, I mean, good team, don't get me wrong, the OGs, literally the original gangsters, but that's what they were. They were Pokemon gangsters, where, they were fine, just in Kanto doing their gangster things. This Team Plasma, they have some terrifying. Well, first of all, they're ideologues, all right, and they have worldly ambitions, not just the region. So, absolutely, I would say this is one of the most, a little bit under the surface, one of the scarier teams in Pokemon. Period. So, whew. All right, yeah, got off my little tire there. I love this game so much, and like this is what people missed when this game came out. Could you? So good storytelling. What do you mean trainers are making Pokemon suffer? I don't get that at all. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers from being used by Pokemon. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. Man, and with that, they're still moralizing at us on their way out. Trainers bring out their Pokemon's strength. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, Maniac, I'll return the Pokemon. Alright, have fun with that, guys. Jeez, oh man! What an absolute encounter we just had. And welcome to Wellspring Cave. We can't do too much in here, but what we can do is come over here and get this item. And it is TM46 Thief, which is very fitting, is it not, that we find Thief in the cave where we battle Team Galactic, or Team Plasma. Oh no, it's gonna be one of those days, huh? Isn't it? But with that, okay, we're gonna run into a Pokemon before we get out of here. That's fine. Another new Pokemon we're gonna run into. It's Roggenrola, which is that's such a good name, Roggenrola. I don't know what the heck's going on with its face hole. It's absolutely terrifying. It's a sentient rock. I mean, at least, Geodude and everything, they at least had eyes and arms and stuff. This is just a sentient mineral. I don't know what to tell you. But as you can see, something else I want to discuss too. Roggenrola, pure rock type, if I'm not mistaken, which makes it marginally better than some of the other, early game rock types from other generations. I can recommend it. It's very solid defensively. Evolves into a very powerful Pokemon. But what I really would like to talk about is what we saw there just now. Is that was the ability Sturdy, which has been revamped for Gen 5. And as you could see in the previous generations, Gen 4, I think actually, Gen 4, I think it was in Gen 3. Sturdy would protect you from one-hit KO moves exclusively. So that means that Sheer Cold, Fissure, Horn Drill would protect you from those. However, now here in Gen 5, Sturdy will protect you from getting one-hit KO, not just OHKO moves. So, as you can see, we would have taken out that Roggenrola in one hit, but Sturdy prevented it from, getting KO'd. It lived on 1 HP. And that brought Sturdy from being, kind of a crappy, gimmicky type of ability to being one of the most importantly one of the most important competitive abilities around this time. So, not so bad. And we got the 2 girls right there. We tried to sneak by, but it was to no avail.
Maniac, thank you so much. The 2 of you got her Pokemon back. I'm so lucky to have friends like you 2. Thank you, miss. Please, take these as your thank you present.
And we got us awesome heal balls. Aw, jeez, where are the baby face balls? All right.
Oh, those are heal balls.
Thank you, Bianca.
They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. I'm going to see this girl on her way. So see you later, Maniac. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I thought she was leaving the girl. I was like, didn't you just say you were going to see her on her way? All right. Well, with that, we are going to heal up right quick. We're not going all the way to the Pokemon Center. That would be foolish. We are going back to the daycare, which we got kicked out of for using the slide too much. They don't seem to be healthy. All right. What? I know she's like copping a toot at me, bro, but she heals my Pokemon, so I can't complain too much. So here we go. Alrighty, and we are off to continue on Route 3. Because we aren't quite done on Route 3 yet. I mean, well, obviously, because we just literally came over here. And, ooh! Okay, something else I get to talk about if we can make it over there in time, which we can't. So, as you guys saw, there was some shaking grass over there, which I think I mentioned this briefly before, but it's been weird that we haven't experienced it up to this point. I mean, this is like episode, what, 7 or 8 at this point? Like, my goodness. And we haven't encountered shaking grass. I explained it a little bit because from the pond. Oh, no, I did explain this. From the pond, shaking grass will have, you know, either rarer Pokemon in it, higher level Pokemon in it, or like Pokemon that exclusively appear in shaking grass, which will become relevant in a little bit. But we're going to have to take on School Kid Al first, and he's got himself a Blitzel. Oh, we got Skipper up front, which, I'm going to hope that this Blitzel does not, in fact, have an electric type move yet. Okay, so far so good. Tail Whip. I'm not worried about that yet. And I mean, like, can we be real for a second? Like, what tail are you whipping around there? It doesn't look like much of a tail to me, but we have been over Blitzel a little bit. Again, I can't recommend this thing enough. Not only do I love this thing's design, but it is a decent Pokemon. And early electric type, too. As you can see, they have quite a few early types of Pokemon, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, it's just, the distribution of Pokemon is pretty good. Are you Pirate Al? Pirate Al over here. We'll get into this a little bit later, but for all of the Pokemon that we can find, Cheren, what are you doing down there? I get ourselves an antidote, which ain't half bad. What are you doing, bud? I guess we don't get to ask. He gets to come and confront us once again. What? Do you want to battle again, Cheren, huh? Yeah, let's do it. No, please. We started off the episode battling you. Let's end it off battling you. Why not? Maniac, stop! That dark tall grass over there. Every now and again, 2 Pokemon will pop out at the same time. Okay, all right, this is fine. He's explaining mechanics that we haven't seen so far, so I guess I can't blame him. But that does mean, actually, in other words, you have to be careful in the darker grass. I'm heading on to Nacrete City. All right, and see you later, pal. Yeah. So Cheren is touching on a good point. There is this dark grass, and this is a new mechanic introduced here in Gen 5. We've had tall grass and stuff in other generations. I'm pretty sure there's an item over there. It's just I don't want to run into wild Pokemon. We've had tall grass and things in other generations.
Even if Pokemon have not been fully trained, they can show their potential depending on their trainer's style.
All right, well, I got style, babe. Well, if you want to talk about style, I mean, Team Plasma, really. Marsha. She's got herself a Woobat. Okay. Woo! It's a bat! Alright, yeah, so face only a mother Woobat could love, as you can clearly see. But Woobat is a Pokemon we have not seen thus far. My goodness, lots of firsts in this episode. He gave us a pat on the back, but with what? That was clearly a handprint. But anywho, getting back to this thing in front of us, it is Woobat. Woobat is the psychic flying type Pokemon, obviously a pun on Zubat, of course, but to differentiate that this is kind of telling you that this this Pokemon is taking Zubat's place, you know, in the Pokemon roster of 5th gen, but is its own distinct entity, as you can see. It's got the dopey heart-shaped looking nose, which it actually has an exclusive move to Woobat's in its evolved form, Swoobat, and that is Heart Stamp. Nice paralysis, Mojo Jojo, coming in clutch once again. My goodness, this monkey was the best decision we have ever made. Well, best monkey-related decision I've ever made in my life. Let me tell you, I've had some bad monkey decisions.
Oh, that's really frustrating.
All right, I bet it is. But anyways, to kind of top off the Woobat conversation, again, early psychic type Pokemon. It's not like the greatest Pokemon. It might not even be the best flying psychic Pokemon in this generation, but I can't wholeheartedly recommend it. It's not as good as Zubat is in previous generations, but if you want one, I can say, go ahead and use it. It's not bad. It'll serve you really well, and it's a very good typing for this early on. So, pretty average stats all around. Definitely more of a special attacker. But if you want one, I mean, go for it. It's not a bad choice. There are worse choices you could make, I suppose. No, not beg. Don't get into your bag. Run away. It's a Petrit. All right, get the probe. We are going to move right along. Very pretty route, too. My goodness. Oh, yeah, there's an item down here. We are going to use another pot ion. Okay, so we can't do that yet. I thought we could, I'm sorry, 5th gen does everything so well. I just assumed that, in 5th generation, you would be able to heal Pokemon from the Pokemon screen as well, all right? I'm sorry. Forgive me for believing. All right, running right over here. Oh, we almost made it all the way through the grass, but it was to no avail. It was a wild Pidove in our path, which is not too worrisome. We can get out of here. And moving right along, we can claim a Great Ball. Wow, that is a great ball, I must say. All right, moving right along, oh, it's the last patch again! As I was saying, moving right along, what do you have to say for yourself?
It's best to use what you've learned in order to master it. Isn't it weird that I sound like every single other girl character in this game?
Yes, it is. School kid Gina. All right, what do you have, Gina? It's a Patrat. All right, so we're at that point now where if we're just going to be running into that same old, I will start cutting out battles. So I will see you on the other side.
What can you learn by losing? I feel like there's a Eureka here for me.
All right. Well, then you must be getting Eureka moments quite a bit. Take that, Gina. Dork. All right. Coming right down here. Ooh, more items. Just a lovely day for going around and plucking items off the ground. All right. And cleaning up the environs as well. So I can't complain about that. And, what I can't really complain about trainer placement. I could have avoided him if I really wanted to. I was just thinking about a new battle strategy. All right, and I suppose I'd ask you to explain it, but I probably wouldn't want to, right? Edgar, you'd want to use it against an opponent, right? All right, well, Pie-Duffs are old news now. I'll see you after the battle. New battle strategy only works if you stick with it. So, what was the strategy there, Edgar? Was your strategy to lose as horribly as possible? Cause if it was, I think it worked. All right, and with that, guys, we have completed Route 3. Oh, such soothing music in the gates too. Oh my goodness.
Hello, trainer. I think potions are important for a trip.
Thank you, reception lady. Hey, get over here. What do you have to say to Lassie?
I should have bought more Pokeballs. A Pokemon I wanted to catch just came out, and I missed it.
All right, and wait, Victorious. I saw something in there, but tender loving care. Okay, my goodness, the daycare. Kind of had a heart attack there. I was like, ooh, what are they allowed to advertise in Unova on these signs? My goodness.
Hi, I have some questions for you. If you want to play, which do you prefer, outside or at home?
Okay, I was not expecting to get hit with a survey, but this was brought on by my own doing. She did not, I approached her, she did not approach me. So, if I had to choose, well, when it comes to, you know, video games, like at home.
I see. Then, which one are you interested in? The thing everybody knows or the thing that nobody knows?
Well, honestly, if I had to choose, I would consider myself somewhat a people person, so it's interesting to see how people work. But honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, it's definitely the thing that nobody knows because, you know, I feel like that, you know, it's unique. It makes me stand out.
Oh, really? I'd say that you're quite relaxed.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what that was about, but thank you anyway. And ooh, trash can. It's empty. Of course, just like my soul now that trash can was empty. But with that, guys, we are going to end it off right here. We have gotten through Route 3, headed towards Narcreen City. So, trainer from Nuvema Town challenged one of the Striaton gym leaders, Cylon, Chili, and Cress, and was victorious. Hey, that is such a good note to end on. So, that's awesome. Well, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like, dislike, whatever you're feeling like. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Cheren is a big ol' nerd. Bianca, flighty as a bird. Juniper really likes to yap. Then there's me, the Pokemaniac.